Hey friends, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome. In today's video, we're gonna try out some drugstore makeup that is trending or viral. We're going to look at the two different e.l.f. camos. I got the regular CC. This is the first one that they came out with, but I just purchased this last week, and I actually recorded a video just reviewing this one. And in that video, I said that I wasn't going to try the hydrating. And so sometimes I pre-record my videos. And then last night I went to Ulta. I had to pick up a couple of birthday gifts for family members. And when I walked in, they had a display there and they had the hydrating version. So I thought I would just combine reviewing both of these in today's video, and I'll probably just scrap the other video where I just dedicated just a review to this one. If you want me to post that one, just let me know and I could post that for you guys. But I thought we'd review that today. In this one, I got the same exact shade. I did light 240W. It says that it's warm with golden undertones. I don't generally like to do golden undertones because I like neutral, but I don't know, the shades were a little off to me. The neutral just didn't look right. It looked really dark. So we'll see. I'm not crazy about this shade either, but at least I can deepen it up with like a bronzer or whatever. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I've also got, I picked up the Camo color corrector. This is for to cover up dark spots for fair to medium skin tones. I think it was last year that e.l.f. put out all these color correctors. This one I got to neutralize some of my warmer foundation shades that I thought might be a little too warm or oxidized, and it works really good. So I could always do that with this the CC cream, but I don't know if I'll have to do it, but we'll see. I also picked up one of the e.l.f. This is one of their new liquid blushes. It's supposed to be a dupe for the Rare Beauty. I do have the Rare Beauty, so I can tell you if I think it's a dupe or not. And then I also went in and last night at Ulta, and I got the Suave Mauve shade. So I got that one, and I think this one is like Pinch Me Pinch Me Pink. Boy, that was hard to say. Let's see. Pinky Promise. I was really off there. Pinky Promise. There's a couple of pink shades. So I got this one, and I picked up another Glow Reviver lip oil. They had a huge display of these, and I had picked up one shade because I'm trying to just pick up only one shade of new products instead of a whole bunch of them. Try it out, see if I like it, and then if I like it, possibly purchase more. But I did pick up this one, which was that brown shade, and it's really nice, and I definitely have thoughts about it. I wanted to get one of the red shades, but they only had 2 clears left, and I think 2 of the apricot coral fixation. It's infused with apricot oil. That's all they had. They had a huge display. It was completely wiped out, and the sales girl told me, yeah, that's all we have. So much like the teenagers that are invading Sephora for the Drunk Elephant products, they're invading one of my Ultas, because every time I go in there, there's a young crowd in there, and they like the e.l.f. products and all those products. So I think they invaded the e.l.f. displays. Also got the new Milani cream bronzer, so we're going to test that out. Let's see. I picked up a couple of NYX products. So we got one of the Fat Oil Slick Clicks. We're going to give that a try. We also got one of their Line Loud lip liners. And because I made a couple of, oh, and then the Duck Plump. I love lip products, and I love lip plumpers and lip oils, so I had to try this one, and I got Nude Swings as the shade. And then because I purchased those products online, I got their Vivid Matte Eyeliner for free, and I got their Bear With Me concealer serum for free. So that was nice. I got these two products for free, and I think they're still doing running this deal. So it's Sunday. What's today? I think it's the 13th or the 12th, or 13th or 14th. It's that weekend, the day before Martin Luther King Day, that I'm recording this. I'm just not sure when I'm going to post it, but as of that weekend, they were still doing the deal. And then a little while ago, oh, and I also got, because I bought these liquid blushes, I also picked up one of their liquid blush from e.l.f., their blush brushes. And I never bought a black one before, and this is really nice. So I suggest that you get this if you get their liquid blush. I mean, they're so inexpensive. And then when I did an Ulta order about a month ago, I picked up the Milani. This is like a little one of those palettes that does a little bit of everything. So I thought we would use that today. So that's a little rundown of like the newer stuff that we're going to use today, if you wanted to see what we were going to do. So without further ado, let's just get into it so this video isn't too long. I'm going to go ahead and put my hair back here. So I had actually I purchased a backdrop to put behind me, and I recorded a whole video yesterday where I tested out some of these products, and then of course last night I picked up some more e.l.f. products when I went in to do my online order and pick up in store. And I just didn't like the way it looks, so I scrapped the whole video. So this is almost like a redo, but you know, maybe it's a good thing it worked out that way. So I already did an e.l.f. Brow pencil. That's what I have on my brows. I want to say this shade is like light Auburn or Auburn. I have a like ash blonde shade. I think that's what it is, or light brown, that I switch off to sometimes. These are $3 or $4. They're super cheap and they're really nice. So they work really well. And then on my, so I'm going to try to really keep this to all Drugstore. And then for my eyeshadow base, I went in with this NYX pigment. I've also got their glitter glue, which I really like this. I don't like this. I think I'm just going to throw this out. I squeezed out whatever little bit is left. I also think it's a little old, so I think the time for this is up. Anyway, let's get into the foundation. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to touch up with this this dark spot concealer. I have my my creams on. I have my SPF on, and so all that is already done for the sake of saving some time. So I'm just gonna go over these spots where I have some hyperpigmentation and see how that covers up. So not bad. I don't usually use like these type of peachy or orangey toned products to cover up. I usually just use like a concealer and just do like a little dab and touch it up. So I wanted to see how this would work out. So, and my nose is a little red for some reason. I don't know what's going on there. But that's how it's looking so far. I think it did a pretty good job of evening that out. I have it a little worse on this side, and if you've watched my videos, I usually talk about that. Yeah, I could see in the camera that my My nose looks a little red. I don't know. Sometimes my nose like just gets red every once in a while, but we'll cover that up with foundation. So that's this. It's for light to medium. They do have a deeper version if you have deeper skin tone. So let's go ahead and open up. We have the Hydrating CC, and then we have the regular one. And like I said, I had done a video on this already that's just dedicated to this. So this is why this one's open. This one I just picked up last night. Shade is 240W. So I'm thinking, why don't we put the, and just for viewership purpose here, the Hydrating looks like it has that white on the top, and the original one, which is supposed to be a more natural finish, has a black top. So let's do, why don't we do the natural finish on this side, and I'm going to use a IT Cosmetics foundation brush, and I'll just pump out a little bit on the back of my hand here. So that's what the shade is looking like. So not bad. You can see the warmth in it though. So it's definitely got that warmth going on. So we're going to do this side of the face with the natural finish. And we're going to use this IT foundation brush. And I am going to bring it down my neck as well. So you have to let me know what you think of the shade. I think the shade is pretty good. Like I said, I would like to possibly try the neutral shade if I could find one that I think will work. But you know what? I don't think it's bad. It's really not that warm. Okay, so this is the natural finish. I don't really see, I mean, I think this side is a little more shiny, like a little more glowy than this side is. But it's not a huge difference. So yeah, I don't really see like a big difference between the two. So, so let's move on. Okay. So that's that. And let's move on to, let's do the Milani bronzer. And the shade that I got, I picked, this comes in 4 different shades. It's called the Cheek Kiss Cream Bronzer. And I got shade 110, Hey Honey. I probably could have done the medium as well, but I just felt like this was dark enough. And so I'm just going to go in, I'm just going to use my fingers, and I'm just going to go around where it would like normally hit my face, you know, the sun. This is very pink. So maybe what I'll do is I'll move on to the eyes so I can get an idea of, you know, what I should do with the cheek color. So let me just take this little plastic and let me just show you. This is such a cute like travel palette. So it looks like these 3 shades in the middle are shadows. And then I think that's a bronzer, but I think you could also use that in your crease. And I think this is a highlighter. And then I think these are both like cheek colors too. So, which these look really pretty. I think I'm like so tempted to try those, but I really want to test out the viral products for you. So we'll have to try that another time. So let's just do a swatch of these shadow shades and see how these fare. Okay, so here they are right here. So they're very warm. That's the Milani bronzer. And then let's look at this highlighter. There's the highlighter, so that's nice. That's pretty. It's like gold. And then here's the cheeks. Very pretty. So those are the cheeks. And then this is the bronzer, which is a little orangey. I prefer an orange. I prefer my bronzer more like this. This might be a little too warm for my skin tone, but I could always use it as like a crease shade. So maybe that's what we'll try doing. Okay, so I got some clean brushes here. I'm going to try going in with this bronze shade in my crease. Okay, so that's the palette with the eyeshadows. And now I'm going to go in with this ColourPop. This came in one of those like holiday sets that had the little eyeshadow palettes, and then it came with a an eyeliner. And these eyeliners are really nice. They're very easy to use. And like I said, I'm trying to keep everything that I'm using affordable. Okay. Okay. Okay, so that's that. And now I want to try using, I'm going to put that on the side. And now I want to try using the Vivid Matte Liner. This was one of the products that I got for free. And I'm just going to line the top of my lashes. Backup is going to have to get open soon. Okay, so let's move on to the cheeks. I think what we'll do is we will try, the pink one. And you only need a tiny bit of this. This is a lot like, if you tried the Rare Beauty, this is a lot like it. So, okay, so we're just going to start tapping that in. So you could see how little I put on, and look at this. This is like, yeah. Except the Rare Beauty, while, I guess considered more luxury, because it's in like Sephora and, it's just that, I guess, that more high end. They're affordable, in my opinion, for that price point. But these are $7. So if you always wanted to try those and you said, well, even at that, it's a little, it's a little steep for me. These are great. I mean, these really have a lot of payoff. So that is that shade there. So I will just, what I'll do, because I would probably have to like fix this whole side of my face otherwise. Let's just do this on my hand so we could just see what this looks like. This is that mauve shade. So yeah, that's the mauve shade. So that's deeper. That's really pretty too, but we're not going to use that today. We'll just use this one. So again, just did one little tap, And that probably was too much. And I think this brush is perfect for these. Yeah, and I mean, you have to decide, you know, I think it really depends on your skin tone, if you're tan, you know, maybe if you have a tan, you can, you know, you can be a little more heavy-handed with these. But, and you can always like go back over them a little bit if you do, if it's a bridge too far. But that's how we're looking. Let's go ahead and try the NYX Bear With Me Concealer Serum. It has Tremella Mushroom in it. And the shade that I picked up, I will say they don't have a lot of shades in this. This is the vanilla shade. And this was the other product that I got free. So there's the shade right there. And this, you do not need a lot of this either, because yesterday I pumped out like way too much, and then I wound up like I did a full pump and then I wound up wasting it, because this time I just did like a little tiny bit, like, you know, just a little tiny squeeze, and that was enough. I didn't need to go farther than that. Okay. But where is... Okay, so here's how we're looking with the concealer on. I think it looks really good. I think I picked a good shade. And then we just have a tiny bit left here. There it is blended out. If you're my shade twin, that's what the vanilla looks like. I'm going to go ahead and like wipe all this off the back of my hand now, because you've seen all the swatches, and I don't want to accidentally get it all over myself. So, okay, so that's the blush. I really like these two shades that I picked out. And I really like the brush. So I would recommend picking up the brush as well. Even if you have a lot of brushes, I think they just, you know, there's a reason why they go well with the product itself, that e.l.f. made it. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go in with this highlighter now from the Milani palette. And let's see if I can find... Okay, so here's the highlighter brush I'm going to use. Let's see how that looks. Do you see that? The face that doesn't cooperate. We all have that, right? Okay, so that's this palette. I definitely look forward to using these shades in the future, the blush shades, but that's this one, and I'll put the name of it, but this one is volume 110, light to medium. So they probably have they probably have like a medium to tan version of this. Okay, so now let's wipe off what's left on my lips here. And I just have like a lip plumper on, which is now worn off because I've had it on for a little bit. This is a new one for me. And I can tell you, because I tried it yesterday in that video, that these are very creamy compared to the other one that they have. that everybody likes and I like too. This one is called Leave a Legacy. And it seems like I'll give you a swatch. So there's a swatch of it. I don't know. It seems like it's kind of like a warm brownish kind of shade, like caramel sort of shade. I don't know how to describe it, but and then I picked up one of these fat oils. Now I have like 4 of the Tarts because everybody's saying that they think these like knock the Tarts off. I've got like, I didn't get the shiny, the sparkly one of the Tarte that they just released recently. I haven't tried that, but I've tried the lip version, like that's more like a lipstick. I tried the plumping and then the original juicy one. So I have like 4 of them in my collection, and I like them all. There's that shade. Now I've watched people swatch these. I really liked the ones that Michaela did. This one is called, it's a shiny sheer lip balm. And it says no filter needed is the shade. And I really like the ones that she put on. And then I said, I'm just going to pick those. I threw them in my cart. But I'll tell you, I think they're all really pretty, all the shades. Okay. So that's how that's looking. I think this is beautiful. I really like it a lot. It feels really nice on the lips. Now, compared to the Tarte, I would say these feel a little more balmy than the Tarte. The Tarte feels, they feel very similar to Tarte. I mean, I probably couldn't tell the difference if you blindfolded me and had me put both of them on. But the Tarte is probably a little bit lighter in texture and a little bit more slick. And these are a little more like, this looks more opaque to me and a little bit more like a little thicker. So that's how I would describe these. If you don't want to go to the price point of Tarte, I think these are a really nice alternative. So that's that. So now I'm going to wipe off this shade and we're going to try the duck lip, which I think is so funny because yesterday when I was at Ulta, the display had like these big plastic like duck lips. I thought it looked really funny. Okay, I'm trying not to get rid of the lip liner because I want to keep the lip liner on. Okay, so here is the Duck Plump. This is another new product for NYX. I got the shade Nude Swings. That's how that's looking. There's a swatch next to, I mean, I have to say that I really match those up pretty good. I could probably even layer this on top of the other one. So let's go ahead and do this. Okay. This feels very moisturizing. It's very opaque for a lip plumper. It's got a lot of color. It's very shiny. So, you know, most lip plumpers, if you think about like Too Faced or Viper from Nabla, I mean, that's another one that I really like. And then the Polite Society, right? That's the new brand for the original founders of Too Faced, which that one works really well. They just released 3 colors now in that brand, Polite Society, but I only have the original clear one. They're more like glosses. Now, I don't know what their colors are going to be like, but their original clear one is more like a plumper, like you put it on, it feels just like very light and clear, and they feel like glosses, right? This feels more like a hybrid between a gloss and an opaque, like liquid lip. That's how I would describe this. It's not like your typical lip plumper. Um, I'm having the same sensation I had yesterday. I feel this more in the tip of my tongue than I do on my lips. So, I don't, for the purposes of plumping, I don't really feel like it's doing anything. Um, it might give the illusion that my lips look um like full because of the glossiness and the opaqueness, but I am not feeling like when I put on the Too Faced or the Polite Society or the Viper, like I don't have that same sensation. So I know people have tried these on, like Teresa is Dead was like, oh no, she like took it off right away. I want to say Jen Phelps, I think she also tried one and was like, I don't like this, but she doesn't really like lip plumpers either. I don't know who else I've watched the review and like said anything about these, but I don't have that same sensation. Even now, I'm getting a little bit of tingling on my lips, but it's not anything crazy. So if you're concerned about that, I would try one of them and see if you like it. And I would really go more for what does this look on my, how's this feel on my lips? Does it last? Does it look good? Do I like the color? But I wouldn't be afraid of the lip plumping itself because for me, you know, that's my experience anyway. Lashes, I really like the Line Loud. I don't know how well this will stay on my lips because it's very soft. So it's not like a wooden, my favorite type of lip pencils are wooden lip pencils because I feel like they really stay on. They're not the most moisturizing or anything like that, but they really, for me, I want the lip pencil to really line my lip and then stay on. So I don't think that's going to happen with this, but it's a nice product. I already told you how I feel about this. I like it. You already know how I feel about the lip plumper. And I already gave you my opinion about these. Now that I have all these other products on, I would say this side looks a little more glowy than this side. But I think if I went out, if I walked up to somebody, I'm not sure they would really notice it. I mean, a little bit. Yeah, this side looks a little more natural, a little toned down than this side. But it really just it just depends on what your preference is at the end of the day. What kind of look do you like and what kind of skin do you have? I have normal to dry combo skin, and I live in Arizona. I mean, I live in a desert. So there's very little moisture here. If I lived, you know, back in New York in the metro area where there's a lot of humidity, you know, in the New York City metro area that, you know, you're surrounded by water, I might not like this. I might like this more because there's so much, you know, uh, you get that, moisture in the air that helps your skin. You don't get that here in Arizona. So, and sometimes that might be a lot. And I always say that your climate will affect how products are going to appear on your face as well as your skin type. So, so if that helps you a little bit too, knowing my skin type, you already know I have mature skin and where I live, you know, but I do think this is a lovely product. I like them both. So, that's how I feel about that. You already know how I feel about the Milani. I'm a big fan of this. I think this is really nice. I think that's it. I think that's everything that we reviewed. Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and take this off now that we are done. And here's a final look. And also this is really nice as well. I think it would make a nice travel palette. So just want to give that shout out at the end there. So that's it for the video, my friends. I hope that really helped you out. And if you haven't tried any of these more viral products or trending products yet, see if it's something that you want to check into. Sound off below. Have you picked anything up yet? Are you going to go and pick anything up now that you saw my video? Or if you already have, which products have you been using and you like? Let us know. And if you're not already following me, please hit that subscribe button and join our little makeup family. And hit that like button if you like the video. And follow me over on Instagram. Love to have you over there as well. So that's the end of the video, my friends. I'd like to thank you for joining me today and watching the video and giving me your time. And I'll see you soon.